Josh Cuevas just dropped 2 bombshells in his latest interview, and one of them could change everything for Bama. The first one's about a players-only secret meeting right after that tough loss to Florida State, a meeting where the coaches were completely left out. What was said behind those doors? Who stepped up and took control? And how could this shake up Kalen DeBoer and Ryan Grubb's leadership moving forward? But that ain't all. Cuevas also hinted at big changes in practice after that ugly opener. Did Bama crank up the intensity? Or did things pretty much stay the same? The answer might just surprise y'all, and we're about to dive deep into it all right here on Roll Tide Press. That 31-17 loss to Florida State, man, it shocked a lot of people, y'all. The fans felt it, the players felt it. Even Kalen DeBoer himself didn't see this one coming. After almost 25 years without dropping a season opener, Bama walked off that field looking flat. No fire, no pride, just frustration everywhere you looked. And right after that game, something unexpected happened. The Alabama players locked the doors and shut the coaches out. Kalen DeBoer, out. Robert Gillespie, out. Every single coach stayed outside. This was going to be players only, a closed-door meeting right there in the locker room. But hold up, y'all. We ain't done yet. Before we roll Josh Cuevas' full interview, there's something else you got to hear. He let slip another big detail. Cuevas straight up admitted that nothing has changed at practice since that Florida State loss. Yeah, you heard that right. Now, I got to ask you this. Is that a sign of confidence in the process, or does it sound like a lack of answers from this coaching staff? I want to hear what y'all think down in the comments.
Pretty good, pretty well. A lot of stuff kind of going into ULM week, just kind of working on that and just kind of going through stuff that we need to work on, details, very detail oriented. A lot of coaches fed up, but that's just kind of how it's going to be for the rest of the season. But I'd say overall practice went really well.
How vocal were the coaches?
Very vocal. I mean, they're always pretty vocal when it comes to practices and details and stuff. But given the circumstances, we're working harder at that, and just something that they're emphasizing.
With the coaches being fed up, like you said, just what does that look like out there on the field?
I guess, frustrated. Not necessarily with certain players or like the team, but just how things ended up. And I mean, you could tell the whole process of practice today was definitely on another level.
How did the players respond to that?
We flushed it, 1-0, kind of going into the next week. I mean, just unfortunate, but we move on. We're working on ULM now and on to the next.
Was what you saw happen on Saturday different than how you guys felt like you were coming into that game?
Say no. I think we prepared as best we could and just kind of going out there. I mean, everybody has plays that they want back. And I mean, that's going to be every game. But, it was just something that slid by us, and just going to work on the next practice and the next day and keep building brick by brick.
You guys talked in the offseason just how close this team is. Have you seen that this week after the loss?
Yeah, for sure. This is where things get tested. We're going to be tested every day, whether it's in the locker room, in meetings, at practice, and games. And, I mean, that test is going to come pretty quick. You got to be ready for it. But I think our culture is strong enough to withstand any test we have. And this is nothing out of the ordinary that we can deal with.
How do you go about that? Do you consider like a team players-only meeting, or what have the conversations been like?
Yeah, that's just our thing. We have player-only meetings before every game. And if we need to, we'll call one just kind of out of schedule and do that. And even if we have it in the locker room or something, we bring everybody together, we talk it out. And, nobody's uncomfortable to kind of call anybody out or do something like that. So that's just an example of our team culture.
But you haven't called one this week, just to be clear.
Oh, no, we have.
Oh,
we have.
What do you think was the biggest change after that first drive, able to take a bunch of time off the clock, run a bunch of plays? And then what do you think that shift was? When maybe do you think that happened?
I mean, all I can say is that I was out there. I mean, we were kind of doing what we were told. It's not really like a question I can really answer. It's more of a Coach Grubb kind of answer, just kind of him calling plays and his rhythm and just kind of how we're fitting into it.
Was there any discussions about effort or lack thereof after the game on Saturday amongst the players?
No reason to call it out, because we know that we lose, it's not up to the standard. We're expected to win, and if we don't win, then something's on us, and that's just kind of what we call it. We're watching film every day, damn near every hour of the day. So it's just something that we need to work on and realize ourselves. And there's no reason to call it out when we know we did something wrong.
How do you react to people saying that this team is soft?
We don't react. That's just not how we are. I mean, we're not focused on the noise. We're focused on the signal. Sure, we set ourselves back. We know that. We know that we don't need anybody else telling us that. We know that's all there is out there. So we're staying within the team and just kind of moving on from there.
What sort of statement do you want to make to fans and the home crowd on Saturday?
Just we just apologize, I guess. Maybe. I mean, we lost. I apologize. And that's not the standard that we're used to here at Alabama. We're expected to win. We have championship effort and meeting habits and just kind of like practice habits and stuff like that. So we'll get them next time. We'll bounce back.
I mean, on the field on Saturday against Louisiana.
On the field?
Yeah.
We're coming back. We're coming back harder. We got to bounce back. We got to respond. It's just something that we have to do. I mean, we know we set ourselves back. So it's just something that we need to get back on track with and kind of set ourselves up for a good rest of the season.
Have you noticed anything different in game prep from last week to this week?
No, sir.
We just asked right over there what he would describe the Bama standard as to you. If you had to give an explanation for what that is, what is the Bama standard?
Excellence in all we do, for sure. Doesn't matter if we're on the field, off the field, in the building, outside the building. It's just something that we do all the time. We're every decision that we make is we're thinking about the team and the team only. And winning and winning, winning. That's just kind of the thing that we do with excellence and just kind of championship everything.
Practice today any more intense than it's been on camp, or is it kind of status quo?
Depends. Depends on every player, you know. Every player takes it upon themselves to try as hard as they can. And I mean, for me personally, no, it's no different. I'm going to go out there, give everything I can. That's with every practice, every game. And that's just my standard.
There's still a lot of season left, but with 11 games, is there any pressure, to kind of play perfect ball, going forward? Because at the end of the day, we saw what happened last year, not getting to that 10-win mark plateau, pretty much sinks your chances to make the college football playoffs. Alabama saw that firsthand last year. So can you just talk about the process of just moving forward and, getting back to basics and getting back on the track?
Yeah, I like how you said process. I think we all have our own processes. This team has its own process, and we're really competing against ourselves. We're not really competing against opponents, and we're working on kind of bettering ourselves every week to week. And that's just something we've been practicing in practice and in meetings too, just kind of emphasizing that and working on our process and buying into our own process. And that's all I can say.
Does it bother you when there's former Alabama players just kind of out talking about you guys, like talking down about you?
No, it doesn't really bother me. I mean, pretty much in the season, me personally, I'm not really around social media like that. But I do appreciate when former players come in and talk to us. That's something that I don't take with a grain of salt. They've experienced it. They've lived what we've lived. And any experience that I can gain from them, even just by word of mouth, is great.
What's been the message from Ty to the team, the offense?
I appreciate it. We just kept that private. Thank you.
Sorry if you were asked this already, but what was film like Sunday?
Film? Yeah. Just kind of standard we always have it as. Just kind of going through it. I mean, it's just like if we were having a bad practice, just kind of coaches critiquing us and demanding more from us. And I mean, that's just how every meeting goes and how every kind of thing we do with our coaches is they're going to demand a lot more. They're going to demand excellence, like I said earlier. And it's just something us as players need to live up to.
Coach DeBoer mentioned he's already seen accountability even in the short time after the game. What does that look like? And what do you feel that you guys have to do to make sure that what happened on Saturday doesn't happen again?
Yeah, I mean, you have guys going around the locker room just kind of coming up to each other. Like I said earlier, we have that culture within our program to kind of not be uncomfortable calling each other out and just kind of going up to other players and apologizing to each other. Be like, hey, I messed up here. Hey, I messed up here. Because at the end of the day, we are supposed to trust each other. And you go out there and you do your job, then everything works out the way it should. And if you don't, then you go up to another player and you say you're sorry and you apologize to them and no hard feelings and you move on.
And look, y'all, as Bama fans, we got to be real here. This team's got all the talent in the world, but if that fire and that heart don't show up, it ain't gonna matter. We're not just playing for wins, we're playing for the Crimson Tide legacy. Now, I want to know what y'all think about this players-only meeting. Was it the right move? Are the players stepping up and taking ownership? Or is this a sign that something ain't working with the coaches? Drop your thoughts down below. We read every single comment and we'll jump in and interact with you. And hey, if you love Bama football as much as we do, smash that like button and subscribe, because we got a lot more coming. Roll Tide, baby. Let's ride this out together.